I'm stopping and stopped comparing my timeline to others. That is just a waste of your time. I'm sorry, but it's a waste of your time and it's not good for you moving forward. Like, just stop looking at everyone else's journey. The whole reason that we are on this journey is because it's your journey. You don't know what they had to go through to get to that journey. If you're ever looking at me and wanting to have my journey, let me tell you, you don't want my journey, okay? I've been through a lot of things behind the scenes. Some I've shared online, some you probably don't know, but you wouldn't have wanted to go through that, trust me. And my journey has been a very, very long journey. I know that when I hit like the heights that I have in mind, people that don't know about me yet will see how my business is succeeding and they'll think it's like an overnight success. But really, when I was back in college, uni, graduating uni, I have wanted to kind of do this. I wanted to have freedom to be creative and do the things that I want to do. And then I started this business in 2013 and we're now in 2026. So keep that in mind, okay? So just focus on your own lane, your own journey, and you'll get there faster because you're not getting derailed by following what worked for this person. Trust me, I've been there. I've tried every other thing that everyone else tells you to do and it sometimes just doesn't work for me. And that's because that is not my journey. Part of building a slower business, a more effective business, is building systems, not having to do everything manually behind the scenes, but actually build systems behind the scenes that can get it done more quickly and efficiently. An example that I can share with you guys is email marketing. I have systems within my email marketing platform, which I use Omnisend, that are happening for me right now as I speak. I have automations going out to new subscribers, to customers, and they're constantly being marketed to and spoken to without me having to lift a finger. And if you're currently on an email marketing platform that isn't helping you do that and you don't find it as effective, Omnisend has a service where they will handle the whole migration from one platform to their platform. All you have to do is open your account with Omnisend, connect to your e-commerce store. So I use Shopify, so I just connect mine to Shopify. Then you want to request their Kickstart service, which is available on all of the paid plans. And then after that, all you need to do is give them access to your current email marketing platform, and from there they'll handle everything behind the scenes for you in just 5 days. They'll move all of your contacts over, which is something that is so important because you don't want to lose all of the subscribers you've worked so hard to get. And they'll migrate up to 4 workflows and templates within them. They can also set up your segments, create your sign-up forms, your pop-up, and even create your main email template for you. And they're available 24/7 for you to contact them for any support you need. And that just takes away the stress and the trouble of thinking about the huge job of moving from one platform to the next. If you want to outsource this migration process, tap the link in description or sign up with the QR code on screen. I stopped trying to force myself to work on days or timings that just don't work for me. I watched a clip from Cardi B on this and she was saying how she is not like a morning person. So she'll wake up at like 9 a.m, do all of the calls that she needs to do, and she says that she'll go back to bed at like 10 a.m. and work through the night because that's how she works. And for me, I just felt like for a long time I was fighting my rhythm and thinking that I had to wake up early and do everything early and then stop work at like the normal work time that everyone else does it. But the reason that you started a business is to have that freedom to do things your way. I work better a bit later on. So I sleep in now because my body needs to sleep for a longer amount of time. And then I will start work at around 12 because that works for my rhythm. I don't feel like I'm forcing anything and I end up getting more done within that time frame. Especially if you are a business owner that is dealing with any kind of health issues or chronic health condition, that's super important for us. Like, we need to just work with the rhythm of our body. I used to feel like I had to be involved in every little aspect of my business in order for it to like work out the way I wanted it to work out. There's just certain things that you can't control, and there are certain things that you can't do better than someone else can do in your business, and you're actually holding your business back and yourself back by not outsourcing that task to someone who could do it better. It just doesn't make any sense. You're like holding yourself back, whereas you could be growing if you found someone who is an expert in that space, in that sector of your business, and can take it to another level. So if you feel like you're not moving anywhere in your business, sometimes it can be just simply because you are trying to do everything and you can't. You can be blocking not only your blessings, but someone else's blessings. Some other people may be called to actually help you in your journey, and by you not wanting to get help from the outside, you're blocking not only their blessing, but also your blessing. So just let God and let go. I don't want my business to run my life. I want me to run my business. The whole reason I wanted to be a business owner was so that I could have more freedom. I can't have more freedom if I'm trying to control everything. Stopping saying yes to everything. Every call, every meetup, every opportunity, every event. I had to stop that because I realized that I would get resentment with events, resentment with people, because I will take time out of my day. I will sacrifice hours and time and energy, and it would backfire. Now, you don't always have to get something out of meeting with someone or going to an event. You don't always have to get something out of it. Like, you could be there for a reason. God could have placed you in that place to speak to someone, encourage someone. Sometimes you do have to put yourself first, and I tell my friends, I tell my family this all the time. Like, you have to prioritize yourself sometimes, because if you are trying to operate from an empty cup, it doesn't benefit anyone at all. Look after yourself. If you feel like an opportunity isn't going to benefit you, or it's going to make things worse for you, like you're going to be more tired in a week and then you're not going to be able to do the work that you have scheduled, say no. It's okay to say no. At first it's going to feel so uncomfortable and you're going to feel rude and you're going to feel bad, but trust me, after a while you get so used to it and you just block out those thoughts of, oh, I don't know how they're thinking. Just let it go. Trust me, they're not even thinking as deep as you are. That's one thing that I've learned. No one else cares as much as you do. If you're watching this and you have an idea or a business, but you don't want to launch it because you're scared someone else is going to take it and they're going to do better than you, reevaluate that reason. Trust me, God gave you that vision. God gave you that idea for a reason. And something that I keep seeing online, and I love this, I don't know if it's true, but apparently Michael Jackson said anytime he got an idea, he would wake up no matter what time it is in the night, and he will, I think even Chris Brown does this as well, like call his engineer and like, we need to make this song now, because he said, Michael Jackson apparently said that if he doesn't do this idea now, Prince will take that same song and do it. And I kind of agree with that. I kind of think maybe that's what happened to me. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Stop putting my business before the things of God. And a good practical example for you, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of doing it now. I just finished church, so of course that came first. But I am on my way back from church now, filming this video because I just want to preserve my energy and have this video done before I do anything else. But I also have to edit some preaching videos for church, which I am going to make sure that I do after this. But it's just little things like that, like put the things of God first before your business. And I've done it before in the past many times, and it just makes your things and your business go smoother. It's not an easy thing at all. I know like a lot of people find it difficult to even pray before they go to bed or pray the first thing before they wake up. But I highly recommend it, because that is the one thing that I think brings you the most peace, just keeps you in sync with yourself, with your life. Like, everything just flows perfectly together when you put God first. Those are the things that I have stopped doing as a business owner, and I highly recommend you stop doing too. Let me know if I have missed any that you have stopped doing in the comments down below, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and also business owner realistic vlogs. I'm going to take you guys behind the scenes of my whole new relaunch journey. So I'll catch you in the next one.